All right, my fellow disappointments, I am your host, Jason. This is the Rusted Knuckle Garage, and today we got ourselves one hell of a project. And when I say hell of a project, I mean it. Just look behind me, okay? This is what we call a situation, a desperate situation, because we need a header trailer, and that one broke. We're gonna make one out of two. We got our old header trailer that we just cannibalized, and we got a 10-ton running gear, an easy trail running gear. We're gonna make that our new header trailer. Is it gonna work? I honestly have no idea. All right, let's just see what we can screw up. This is not a good idea. Roll the intro. Welcome back to Budget Fabrication. On this episode, what we're going to do today is we're going to build a new header trailer, kind of like that one. This trailer is, well, bent. So we're going to redesign the wheel here. We're going to get rid of this thing, and we're going to make something new with it. You know, it's not so bad when there's no weight on it, but it still looks bad. Okay, it's not bad, but it looks bad. Okay, no, it's really bad. Now we just got to get this one to the shed. What we're going to do, we're just going to full sends or no sends here. It corners like absolute trash. That's right here. This is the stuff you want. Right there. Yep. You can be in the video. Why not? You are going to one more to snap off.
And then the other one to turn on.
Whoa. Voila. Get that taken apart. Cut that off. And the other one. I'm gonna cut those both off. I've changed this design 4 times already. Product improved. Look at that. Took forever. So we got our old 10-ton running gear here that we're donating pieces from that to it. And we're going to make this the header trailer to end all header trailers, all right? There's just one problem. We got a cracked spindle there. That's all jambalaya, so we're going to cut that out and just weld the new plate in there. That one. And then down in here, this one's doing the same thing. So we're just going to pop this tire off, make sure everything's all right, and change that tire out. And then I got to cut this thing down so it fits between those rails, all right? Right. Then I got to put that thing on. I got to cut a section of that out, lay that across. It's something, okay? Just stay tuned, okay? Well, we got that new plate all burned down there. We welded it back on the axle down there, too. That looks pretty good. So now we got to cut those even with that on both sides so it slides inside here. We're going to let that naturally cool just a tickle so we can just slide it right down in there. But for now, I'm going to put this new tire on there. My wife hit that one with a weed whip with a blade on it, so it's retired right there. Yeah, it's bad. And you guessed it, we have those cut even with each side of that. Now we can pull our final measurement, make sure it's straight in there, and then burn it in. Huh? That sounds good. I think that sounds good. Let's do that. I added this leaf spring whoop-de-woo thing just to kind of help with some of the weight. Is it worth it? I honestly have no idea, but went in pretty good. We have her fully taken down. just ripped apart. Here's the real situation. You see she kind of shunts to the left there? Yeah, that should be straighter than a Grizzly's D, all right? And it's not. To retire it. She's got 3 different tires on it, which is completely fine, but we're gonna make her work. Hopefully we can make it work. We're gonna give it a shot, all right? So now just hang on. I know what everybody's thinking. Why don't you just go buy a header trailer? Have you seen them? They're expensive. I just got garbage laying around that I ain't gonna do nothing with, so let's make something out of it, huh? Art! No, I can't afford one, okay? I'm sorry. This doesn't pay me. I'm talented. Let me tell you, kids, what as luck would have it. That's in the right spot for all the drives and everything to clear the tires. We got that all burned in there. Did a little multi-pass on her just because we want her to last. You know, this is the header trailer to end all header trailers for us. So this is all set right, but we do have one little problem, and that is. First off, good morning. So far, the thing that we have learned is I was correct. Our tires are just a scotch too tall. They're only an inch too tall. I mean, we can make it work like the combine can just slide the head over it and then slam it down on there, but we don't want that. We want to be able to set it down on there. We don't want the head unhooking before it gets on the trailer. To get some smaller tires. Now we're going to take the old fire scissors here and we're going to cut this guy down about right there and then find a way to put it on that. I don't know if this is going to work yet. In the trial part of error. New plan. So this is how it's going to look when it's done. Okay, see that? Yeah, looks nice. We got 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 matching tires on it now. So we're a little lower now. We got this burned in, and we got that placed exactly where we want it. So now we're going to have to lop these guys off there, and then we're going to put a piece of square tubing in there. We're going to burn it there. We're going to burn it there. Sound like a plan? I think it sounds like a plan. So now I need to take this stuff out of here and cut it down so we can put our new beam that we bought in this situation. And because these bolts are placed in the worst location imaginable, we got to take those off too. Yay! For this part, it is safe to assume that we grab our handy dandy impact and take those off. Well, it came out a lot easier than I thought it was gonna. Apparently I spoke too soon. Come on now. Oh, those are good bolts. We're gonna have to save on this stuff, huh? Probably shouldn't. We got enough stuff just laying around, I guess, but I'm just gonna place that over there. Oh, does it fit? Don't get cute with that now. See? Way too much tubing. Man, does it really need to be that long? Now we're getting to the point in the build where everything's got to move kind of quick. So I don't know how much more of it I'm going to be able to film for you guys, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! What does that look like? Well, only this. So we're going to take about that much off, which means that that's about how long we need that guy. So now we can put that guy back up here and take that and cut it down, right? Probably not. Probably wrong, as a matter of fact. Put this side together while that side is still together. All right, we got our stands clamped in there, and there. Now we're just going to do a little preparation around them and burn them in, because that's where that pipe is sitting. Well, pipe, square tubing, whatever, whatever. Whenever you're out here and you're fabricating, there's always a time, you know, especially when you're grinding, there's a time where you should always put on your gloves, okay? You always want to put gloves on when you're doing this kind of stuff because the metal gets hot, all right? Then you dive in to grinding, all right?
Take a grinder and you want to clean just enough to tack welds. On both sides, if you can get to it.
Then you get your surfaces kind of clean. And now you just give her a couple of little dabs. Not too much! Because you want to be able to break it off in case it's wrong, which this shouldn't be wrong, but it's fine. That we're tacked in place. That's not terrible for a guy who's not a welder. We set out to get her done tonight, and we got her did. We got that bar in there. It's welded everywhere it can be. Got some plates in there reinforcing that from rolling back. Welded good there. Now we just got to get that guy right there up here. Now, if we were to add all these hours up that we've spent on this, it would be about 3 full days working 6 to 7 hours a day. This was not a good idea, but this is where we're at. We're almost done. Holy shit. Okay, we're almost done. We're gonna weld that beam on, which that's what we're gonna do today, this top one. That is welded in yesterday. I showed you all that beautiful manufacturing goodness. Now, we got a couple of supports that we gotta weld in just to make sure that it's gonna stay strong, you know, emotionally. Let's weld that on now. This is where we're at. Okay, take a walk around. We're just gonna drink it in. Everything is just a damn mess, but here's what we got going. We got this on there, supported by OSHA approved jack stands. So all we gotta do is we gotta burn this guy on there. Make sure we get some reinforcements added right here and right here. Finish this puppy so then we can get that head onto here. And now that I'm in my fabrication jammies, let's get right to work. What's happening here is essentially a bunch of geometries here, just to kind of help the weight. That's it. That's all that's there for. She's just a little reinforcement. That's all. We got one coming in here too. That one's tacked in. So that should be all we got to put on this puppy. Huh? Yeah. I bet you I could build the next one in about 6, because now I have it all figured out, and I have a plan. And here, that thing. This is what you can expect when you give a redneck a welder 2 trailers and redesign it 74 times. You get this. You get a former 10-ton easy trail running gear and a broken header trailer. Those two meet, they really like each other, and then they decide to have this conglomeration, okay? It's something, all right? This is a lot of time, but the end result just might shock you. I know it did me. I don't know if we're gonna prettyify it this year. You know me, I can't leave stuff alone. I'd love to paint it black or something because, well, spray paint is cheap, okay? Let's go see how well this fits that head. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, could go wrong with that. let's just go ahead and we'll take one last lap around her and drink it in. Yep, you guessed it. We painted it. We did. Couldn't leave it like that. It fits. It was set down rather violently. You guys saw that. And look at it. We got some Rust-Oleum turbo cans. I'm a fan, okay? I am. I know you guys saw something. And somebody's going to come out, they're going to be like, why didn't you paint the wheels? Okay, you know what? We didn't have time. If you want them painted, come here and do it. The paint even. So now that a guy's got everything packed away in here good and tight, what I mean by tight is tight. Just like a box of hamsters just crawling all over each other. Let's head back outside with Past Jason for conclusion time. Now, you have reached your final destination. Conclusion time. What did we do in this episode? Well, we figured out that I could weld. We figured out that I can fabricate. And we figured out that I love it when a plan comes together. Just look at it. Everything we ever dreamed it would be, it is. Okay? That's building a header trailer. This is the last header trailer that this place is gonna need. So if you stayed till the end, I appreciate you. If you like what you saw in this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good ones, all right? Because that's what keeps this place going. Best way to support the channel is going to be buying merch. And, of course, all the other things that I just mentioned. That's probably a good one, too. Here we are. We have a header trailer. We didn't paint the wheels, okay? I know. Calm down. We'll Craigslist rebuild those later. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you keep those knuckles rusty. I love you guys.